Well, hello there. We are doing comparables. Okay, so once you have the property, um, what I do is I'll pull up a separate thing. That's why Roger had like three screens, so you could have like different windows like everywhere. But to make it easier for me, like I'll just print out like a printout of whatever the public records is on that property. But with this property, like I'll just pull up because I know that it just sold. I'll just pull up the last sale. So here's the property that we're going to be comping right here. So this is the last cell right here. So what you could do is you could actually keep it on quick search, because like see the quick search tab up here? Like that will stay as a separate tab. So you could always go back to that. Like if you need to know, oh, what's the square footage again? You go back, year built, you can keep doing that.
You can do the same with tax records, right? If you don't have a previous listing.
Huh?
If you don't have an old listing, you can just keep up with tax records.
Yeah, exactly. So you could go up here to tax records in whatever county it's in, and then you just put in the address or the person's name, and that'll pull up the public records. Or like you could just go on a website like Zillow or Trulia, or find out whatever the data is on that property. You know anything else?
That's it.
So with this property, so you know that here's all the stats right here. So then you go to residential. If I'm going too fast, let me know. So right here I do active. Just let me know if you do anything differently. I'm just doing what I'm doing. So active, pending, and sold. You could put in the city, but if you know like you can search by map. So just so like 1,000 of them aren't pulling up, I'll go 3 months back from sold. So then this property had 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. So pull up 4 bedrooms. On this property though, there's a lot of 5 bedrooms with the same square footage. So I just want to see what the other properties are going for with that extra bedroom but same square footage. Or I'm going to do the same bathrooms though. So 3 full bathrooms. And then square footage was 2,300, so I'll do like 2,000 to like 27, let's say. So I guess like with 25%, plus or minus whatever the square footage is.
Mark said 10% one time.
Or 10%. It depends on how many comparables you're going to get. I kind of just do an estimate. I don't know exactly the percentage. I did 2,027 in the middle. 23. So then you do the map. So then this is where you put in the address. 4518 Doe, Antioch, California. Search. And there it is, the little flag.
I'm sorry, I looked down. Where did you click for the map search? How did that pop up?
So
I was trying to write down everything.
here's the map search right here. See, search by map. Then you just put in the address. And so you could do draw. So like with this neighborhood in Antioch, like around it, they're all very similar to each other. But like sometimes you'll go to cities that are like neighborhoods that are a lot different than the other neighborhood right next to it. So depending on what you want to search around it, you could do like a polygon, and that you could, really do. I'll show you. Like if you only want to do like a certain neighborhood, you could do this. And just get this full little block right here. So you could do it that way. Like if you know that just this neighborhood is like the only properties that are like comparable, you can't compare the other neighborhood next to it on the other side of the main road, then you do this. But like if you're in a general area where it's all very similar, like Antioch is very similar right here. I do a radius. So from like right here, I would go almost a mile. So it pulled up 27 properties. So the other thing too that I know about Antioch is the years built. So what I would do right here is like, I know that this house was built in 93, so I'm not going to look at 2014 houses, right?
Sure.
We're going to look at brand new. So like maybe put like 2001 as the newest we'll look at. Well, that didn't mean anything.
Was that what year was it?
It was like 93, this one. Let me see. So then you could always go back to the quick search. Oh, it was built in 1990. So the houses that were built in 2000 compared to the ones that were built in 1990 are a lot different in Antioch.
So the first column is where you want to enter all the information on the property. So you guys are going to get this recording, so don't worry about taking notes. Just go ahead and just enter information here. They can just watch the video and just take notes.
So what we do with this is you have the sellers fill that out. So this isn't for us. Like this is to show the sellers, like, cause so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick out the best comparables. So when we go on a listing presentation, we bring the best comparables with us, and then we sit down with the sellers and we have the sellers fill this out. Okay, so you say, okay, so here's your property, so put your stuff in, okay, and then you'll have your comparables, and then that's when they fill out each one.
Okay, so this is more of a tool for them.
For them, yeah. But this is like a general for you also, like so you can learn how to do it.
Yeah.
So this is pulling up 27 houses. It's kind of a lot. I guess maybe do 4. Okay, so that still gives us a good amount. So like if you like have more or less, you want to make your criteria different. Like let's say there's only one that just popped up. You know, maybe you want to expand your
Radius or something.
your radius or
Or
like
rate.
criteria, like
Square footage.
bedrooms, bathrooms. So then you can make your adjustments off of like those things. I've never saw that they have listing agent emails on here.
I always add that for marketing.
Okay, so this shows you like all the pendings, actives, and solds. So you can separate these like that. So here's all the recent sales. So I like to go to the most expensive house. Start from there.
Solar pool.
So yeah, like this one has sold for 440,000. Was listed at 445. Sold in 2 weeks. So you can look on the days of market. So then what you'll do is you'll input all the criteria on this one from the from each comparable that you find. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to just do this by looking at it and not have to write down. Like I said, this is going to be more for you giving it to the listing agent or to the seller.
Sellers or the seller.
Yeah. So they make their own adjustments so they could determine their own price. You know, like this is like showing like facts. You know, not telling them how much your house is worth, like showing them what their house is worth. That's what this is about.
Okay.
So you can see that this one is a little smaller, but it has a huge pool and it looks pretty awesome. I mean, it has just a nice yard. No rear neighbors, landscaped. Outdoor shower. They're selling the yard. The house must suck. Oh, there goes the house. Looks like it's a single story too. Single story. Every single picture is the house must not be. I think it's all original. But it was built in '96 though. So how would you value the pool, like, and the solar? And looking at this house compared
Depends
to
on the area. So in Antioch, a pool is worth more than the cold area, right? In Antioch?
yeah, this is
Yeah.
Antioch.
It's also like 40 grand for the pool.
So then what that would do, like making that adjustment. So like if everything else matched exactly of our house that we're looking at, you would put, you know, what do you think your house is, your swimming pool's worth? That's what you ask the seller.
Mhm.
What do you think your pool's worth? You know, over this property. Give it a value. You know, let's say 30,000, 40,000. You know, so you put that. I would say 20 to 30,000 for a pool because the appraisal value is only 10. So you know, let's say 20 to 30,000, depending on how nice it is. So then that's what you would put right here. So the pool, you deduct, you know, say 20K, 30K, whatever they say. You know, kind of go with that. So now this house is worth 440,000. Everything else exactly the same. It's 100 square foot less. The yard is a little bigger. You know, and this one's like fully landscaped, a lot more than the other one. I bet you that's a lease on the solar panel, so it's not like it's owned. That's not really a value on it. That would kind of bring the value down. Let's say with the yard, what would you value that? Like $5,000, $10,000 for landscape front and back. So then that would bring you, I guess, like for right here, like repairs, views. Like you could just make your adjustments wherever you feel like. I think like you could probably put that in the repairs. So let's say landscaping, let's say 5K. You know, so now we're at like $35,000 difference from our property. 100 square foot. What would you determine 100 square feet?
It's not that much. I would leave it like
Like you would kind of leave it the same because the
Yeah.
yard is a little bigger than our yard, but their house is a little smaller than ours, so it kind of even it out, right? Would you value it different from single story to double, two story?
No, I think
And you see this house sold quickly.
2 weeks.
And then you could also look sometimes that down here at the bottom it will show like number of offers. Like down here, like sometimes listing agents, like if there's a lot of offers, like they'll put down here. Not all agents do, but some do. So then you can see like what kind of attention. But this one closed a while ago though. Okay. So what that would do is if you minus these values or if you find any other kind of adjustments, now where do you think Doe's at? You know, if we just determined that one sold for 440,000, but then it didn't have a pool and it didn't have the landscaping, you know, now we're at 35,000. So you would 440,000 minus 35, now we're at 405. So now we're at 405 with Doe. You know what I mean? With just that comparable. So now we're going to this one. So this one sold for 408.
Same street.
Golden Bear.
Sure is the other one.
Same street as the other one. Yeah, same. This is the same neighborhood. This one just sold last month, or 10/27.
No pool.
No pool, but it has another space garage. So it has 3 cars instead of 2-car garage. So this one only has 2. And then let's say this one has 3. The other one only had 2. And so what would you value a garage? We say like 10. Like $10,000. Okay, so that's a $10,000 adjustment right there. This one has a little smaller yard. How big is the yard on this one? Oh no, 7,400 square feet. So this one's 200 square foot bigger, house-wise, which is, I mean, that's pretty big. That's like a 10 by 20 room. See how upgraded it is. It's a little newer, built 95. Has an older kitchen, has the original kitchen, tile countertops. It's not landscape better than Doe. Bathroom looks exactly the same. The bathroom looks exactly the same too. Okay, so it has 200 square foot more, and it has an additional garage. So what would you value the 200 square feet?
So 10 for the garage for like 10 more.
Another 10,000
Mm-hmm.
for the additional.
Family room condo cash range.
Would you do it off of the square footage, the list price per square
That's what I was
footage?
just gonna
You
ask.
can,
So if you do 155 times 200,
or
what does that come out to?
31.
3,100
Yeah. So
One-
155.
times 200.
31,000.
31,000? Yeah, that's way too much. I guess you wouldn't do it off that. I would just say it has 200 square foot more. 200 plus square foot more. I don't know. Let me look at another comparable. So this house was listed at $399, sold for $395, and this one just closed in November.
So I try at 425. Then they lowered it to 399. And it sold for 395.
Yeah, it took 4 months.
Wow.
4 months for them to finally sell it.
Why so long?
So the 425 is just definitely overpriced.
Yeah, so that's what he.
So this one has 300 more square foot. Has an extra garage. Smaller yard though. See how open it is. Kitchen's pretty.
It's nice.
It's about the same as Doe. Has an island though. That's pretty.
It's beveled edge.
This one's really comparable condition wise.
And this was 122 days consecutive.
That one sold for 405. What the last one just sell for?
It's 395.
Yeah.
So this one sold for 395.
Okay.
This one, oh, 408. So these all have extra garages. They all have the bigger garage, but then the yard is a little smaller. This one sold very quickly though. Listed at 388 and sold for 395. FHA is okay. Updated kitchen and bathrooms.
Has an overhang.
Scroll down to confidential. There was something about public purpose there. Show 3-bedroom.
Prior to investigate. So it does say this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. So this is actually only 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
But it's, the square footage is big though. I wonder why they put 4. Must be like an extra room or a loft. See, like Doe has 4 bedrooms, 4 separate rooms, but then there's a loft room, and then you go into the loft room, and then there's 2 doors that go into the bedrooms. So it could almost be a 5th bedroom if someone needed it to be, but it's also like a loft. But it's big though. It's
So
like
you're
a
gonna
pool
list it as
table
a
room.
4-bed. Oh, is it a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom, right?
It's a 4-bedroom.
On tax record.
Tax records.
So it has a 5th
There's no
bedroom.
closet though in that loft, so you can't really call it a bedroom. So let's say
Bonus room.
4-bedroom plus loft.
Mm-hmm.
4 bedrooms plus a loft. So like this one sold for $395. It's a little bigger than the other one.
So it's priced good.
This one sold for $390. Also has another garage. All original, except for the granite counters in the kitchen.
Office then downstairs. That could be a 5th bedroom. 3-car garage.
Oh yeah, so this one could be 5 bedrooms. This one sold for $390.
So what about the pools look for how much?
So then we're just going lower and lower.
Pretty much we're saying like 390 to 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
440, yeah.
So this one that sold for $387 was smaller.
RV parking.
Also has Doe has RV parking. This one just has that extra garage. This one is also smaller. 384, 356, and now we're getting a lot lower. 370, 290. So here's the pendings. So here's a pending property that, oops. So 4 and 3 is a little smaller. Not by much though. Also has an extra garage.
175 per square foot.
It has old carpet, or has carpet throughout.
Seems like some landscaping in the back.
Some tile. They painted the cabinets. That's all they did. Little laundry room. This one's really comparable. This sold in 10 days. Let's see if they got multiple offers. Doesn't say. So like really like what you could do is like when you have a situation where you're like not 100% sure on like what the activity is, call these people. Call the pending properties. Call the agents that have properties that are in contract right now to get a feel of like the activity that they got at the prices that they listed it for. So like let's say they listed at $390 and they got 10 offers, then you know we can go a little higher in offer price. Like let's say they're listed at $390 and you know just sat there and finally got an offer and you know the agent was like, yeah, it came below then you know that you have to come on the lower side. But calling these people though, you know, they help. So you're like a newer home.
So
The
this
short
one
zone.
was listed at,
Short zone.
yeah, that's different.
So this one's 250 square foot, smaller yard. They went pending at 375. It sold quickly. 2 weeks.
Price for a quick
See how nice it is.
Wow, so the difference of
It's all
15
there.
grand can add up for months.
So here's one that's really comparable. It just has that extra garage, but it sold for $399. Or it's pending, and it was listed at $399, but it took a month.
Also has that feedback.
They had 2 offers. So this looks like the same look. Loft can be configured as 5th bedroom. So that's the same kind of layout that this one could be
Where's that loft?
upstairs.
Still has an upgraded kitchen.
It has granite counters,
Mm.
old cabinet stuff. I mean, clean. It's clean. So this one's listed at 410. It's a little bigger, but it's still available.
How long has that been on the market?
9 days.
9 days.
So where would you guys list it at? After looking at all the comps.
4 or 5.
What's the word active spell out? Or that? So
410,
company.
359.
Yeah. Just that scenario. Starting Hill.
I'd probably say 395.
That's what I was thinking of.
Do you ever look at those numbers up on top? Oh, they're not. You went off there.
Which ones? The like averages?
Uh-huh.
I haven't.
I was thinking either 399
Average
or 401.
sold, and you have average and median prices and things like that.
You
It's
need
right
to
around
for 4
390.
or 5. But then if you have people that have their search set up at like
To
400 less,
They're going to
they will
miss it.
see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I rethink that to 399.
399.
So also what I like to see too though is the 5th bedrooms. There's some people who are smart that do have 5 bedrooms and actually put it. So here's one, same square footage, $399. Here's another one for $390, same square footage. That extra bedroom.
So what's the mentality behind the 5 bedrooms? So they're putting it, even though the tax records say it's a 4-bedroom, they're listing it with 5 bedrooms. So when a buyer comes in, they see, well, this room can be a potential 5th bedroom, and it maybe like they're like, okay, well, we'll consider it. We have a larger family, so we can use that.
Yeah.
Even though the tax records.
The thing is, if it has 5 bedrooms and the public records show 4,
Yeah.
you advertise it as 5.
Okay.
You just put, saying public records say 4,
Got
but it has 5 bedrooms. So I was gonna be listing it at $399.
That's about right.
That's where, they kind of have to sell it from what they bought it for and what they owe. And
You're saying it's
Just gonna get
clean, some upgrades, landscape.
yeah, it's clean. It's not. It's move-in ready.
Yeah, so that's what I was telling Ron. Like, if it's listed like above 4, some people won't see it. Like $3.99, I think it will sell for like 4.10 or so.
Yeah, because some people put increments. You know, like price ranges. Like on some websites, it'll be like 350 to 400, 400 to 450, 450 to 500. So yeah, you're gonna miss that person over $5,000. So at $3.99, everybody that has that price set at 400, everybody's gonna see the $3.99. So that's where.
And fewer people are.
But the thing is, like over here, there's only 4 available properties, and they're all listed exactly at the same. Like I feel. So this one has an extra garage. The other thing is
Do they have
the Doe property. The Doe property has
This is on a quarter.
has no neighbors on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no neighbors on the side. It has like a full walk, like park kind of thing.
That's cool.
This one has a pool.
Because they listed it low.
Well, it also had that little
Offers
jacuzzi
due
thing.
by 12/17. So I think they did
Okay,
list it
yeah,
low.
they're
And
trying to, yeah.
So
see how nice it is. New carpet, swimming pool.
this one's on a court too.
So they listed it at $3.99.
It has a nice kitchen counter.
So here's one right here that's very comparable. $3.90. It's been on the market for 9 days. See how nice it is, but a lot smaller yard though.
It's a small lot.
169 per square foot. More square footage.
Doesn't have grand encounters. Yeah, so for this one, I mean, I came to the decision of $3.99 just because of, I don't know, looking at everything overall. And then I also looked at their situation. Like, we have to get very close to $3.99. But I have a feeling that we're going to get multiple offers. Just because of the yard and, I mean, the square footage. And it does have a loft.
The privacy that you mentioned.
Uh-huh. And it has RV parking.
Oh, that's big.
A lot of these don't have RV parking. I mean, concreted RV parking too. Okay. So there's that one. We could do
What do
the
we call
Fairfield property that I just got. I need help comping that one out. And this one's a little different because now you have to use berries. I hate berries.
that?
It's not like ours.
Because it's different.
Because it's different, so I hate it. I use berries. I hate Paragon.
The thing is, I don't know if you're able to pull up tax records. I haven't been able to find tax records on Solano County.
Yeah, it's right there.
Where?
On mine, it's right next to cards up top. So it's not on.
Yeah, so what we do to get tax records for Solana, just go back to Paragon, go to tax, and go here, RE inside.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there it is. So that's it.
So here you can pull tax records for any county,
Okay.
California.
Learn something new.
So there's several options. So like you can pull public records, foreclosure information, and a whole bunch of even listings. So for the public
Foreclosure
records, yeah. So put public records, choose the county.
That's
No, Solano.
Solana, right? The address.
I think that's how you spell it.
So A.
Not there. That's the address.
Taylor, maybe with the O.
I live right there in Green Valley.
See it. Want to say place side?
Yeah. Well, I live behind West America Bank.
103 Tyler. T-Y.
T-U-I?
T-Y-L-E-R.
Oh. Yeah. There you go. So one phone, search. That's the owner's name?
Yep.
Just will click that.
So it backs to a main road. That's one thing when I was there.
So it's a 5-bedroom, 2-bath.
I don't know why it says that because it's only 3 bedrooms
Is it?
with a converted garage. It's a 4th bedroom, and everything is like the way they bought it. These people got scammed into buying something. I don't know.
5 bedroom.
They bought it for like $100,000 more than what it's worth, and got a bad loan. It's like an interest-only loan.
That sucks.
Aw.
Wow.
They got fandoogled.
We made it happen through the tax records, I guess.
Give it to Gar.
So with this, I just do radius.
That's what I numbered as well.
So on berries. 036 Tyler Fairfield. So residential, single family. So you could pull the active sold. We just do active solds, pendings. So this is a, I guess we could do, oh yeah, it's 4 bedrooms,
So there's no garage?
no garage. We'll do 3. Total bass, it does have 2. Structure, I think it was, how do you go back to, alright,
16.
let me see that, oh, 1616, okay. Now where do you go back to the other screen? I don't know how to work these Macs. It's too fancy for me.
So like 1800?
1800,
Yeah, I'll do 14 to 18.
1400.
See what we get. You did 1 mile?
Nope.
What am I? It's too much.
21.
I'll take it down to half a mile. Tree souls and tree active, pretty much.
Okay. So this house needs work though. I mean, it's kind of ugly. So this one's property sold as is.
Short sale.
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms,
Where'd you see that?
same square
Sale
footage,
condition.
and it's a short sale. It just
Oh.
closed when? Oh, that
June.
closed a while ago.
It was on the market for a long time.
Probably because of the short sale. It was approved at 200,000.
That's a good deal.
So this is a good comparable right here. Does it have a garage?
They sold June, so by the time we get to our BPL, it's gonna be like January, so they won't take that into consideration.
Hmm.
You're gonna go back 3 to 6 months.
So it's a short sale also?
It's gonna get short sale.
So this is what you would submit to the bank to say this is why we feel comfortable with this price. Some of the
Well, we need to know what to advertise it to find a buyer that's willing to pay the price that the bank's willing to take. So this one sold October for 260. Same size. Same size, but it has a 2-car garage. So what would you value a 2-car garage?
Granite counter.
20 grand.
Yeah, like 20,000.
In pretty fair condition?
Oops.
If you click the picture, it'll
Bathroom's not updated.
Yeah.
Old bathrooms. So it has a 2-car garage. That's the difference, but then it does have an extra bedroom.
look on the
So
market
for
for
So-
260.
49 days.
And it sold for 260. It's on the market for a long time. That's gonna be a hard comp though.
List price, sale price. I have a question. You see where it says SP percentage under the price per square foot up there?
Mm-hmm.
So it says 94.55. Why isn't that 100%? Because isn't it?
Sold price to listing price percentage.
Is that maybe some credits or something?
That just varies.
Open myself.
Maybe they got a credit.
I think that's a credit. Yeah.
For the selling information.
3,000.
Yeah, 3,000.
Okay, so that answers that. Yes, I'm from Solano County.
So this one sold for 248, but it's smaller. 200 square feet smaller.
You pay-
40. Yeah, 40 pictures.
Updated bathroom, kitchen.
Corner lot. And it has those, what do you call it?
Wood
Beams.
Wood beams. People like that.
It's pretty updated though. Those are new cabinets. So it has a new kitchen.
Kitchen.
This one has. I got pictures. It's ugly.
I might have a buyer for that house.
That's the kitchen.
The
Mm.
tile?
Yeah.
Ugly tile.
The big thing with this property though, it has foundation.
Hmm.
It has like an addition that this kitchen is in the back of the house, and the roof is slanted. So like the cabinets are all
Funky.
slanted.
Oh.
Holy cow.
It's kind of weird. Even like this little thing in the center is like slanted. Like
So we
it's,
don't
The
put
house
fine-
in the
fine
Santa
pattern
Cruz.
there.
In the three house.
and then the foundation is cracked. Like the tile is cracked, so it's kind
You
of
can have fun with this one.
coming up a little bit.
Jeez.
So what I was thinking with this one is getting a bid
For foundation.
for a foundation. Hopefully it comes in high.
Yeah.
So getting a foundation guy out there
How much does
to
that
get a
run?
bid.
How much does that cost for the bid? Usually.
It's free.
It's free.
For a bid to get foundation fixed. You get bids for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, you don't pay for
Okay.
this.
You get bids for everything.
I I called.
They don't know the house is for sale.
I called a
They
company.
just be like, hey, I'm trying to fix this. How much is it gonna cost? And they come and
Shucks, I called Bay Area Underpinning, and they said it was like $110 for them to come out.
that's for an
What?
inspection.
Yeah.
To inspect
Oh,
it. Yeah. So you never say inspection.
Okay.
Say a bid. Like, yeah, I'm looking to get this job done. When could you let me know? Give me a bid on, and when could you do it? And get the bid, and then, bam. Just act like you're gonna work with them. Get a few of them.
Get a few of them.
It's like what you do with contractors.
Get them excited.
So I mean, would you pull up more properties in this? Would you go farther out?
Yeah, like 3/4 of a mile.
Because it's 248, and this house looks pretty good. This one's pending. This one's way nicer.
So we're
New-
trying to
this
find.
one's fully. This is fully done, right here.
New roof.
This is a house like looks like could be perfect condition. Kind of, maybe not. But at 269 though. But it took a month to sell. I've noticed a lot of these houses don't sell fast out here.
Yeah, Fairfield. It's gonna be about 30 days.
This one went pending at 250.
Where you know?
Same square footage.
Well,
Like
in
this side,
in that
yeah,
area,
this side.
No garage.
You go to the just
You go
alongside
on the-
car park.
Then it'll be.
Like my idea, what I was thinking,
Oh,
this
like
house,
that.
if it was clean, moving ready, like 250. And then minus the bids that we get.
For like 199.
I mean, that could be a flip then if someone could get it for 199.
I might have some before that.
Yes, you keep
Sounds
in
like
mind
that
what you.
foundation's gonna be a lot of money though.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so that's good for short sale because you can support a lower price and maybe get a deal for one of your buyers or investors or whatever.
and look at this one, 339.
That's a sports update.
Fantasy playoffs. I'm in. I'm in.
I gotta buy this week.
Yeah, 339. This is like a. Must be.
What Minecraft is.
It's not selling though. It's been on the market for 2 months.
Where's that one at?
Price way too high.
Probably $100,000 more.
Is there anything else besides the foundation to repair?
Has old bathrooms,
Paint,
old paint,
landscape.
landscape.
Well, the roof.
The roof looks pretty old. Let me see. Water heater's outside, not even in an enclosure. It's like outside, like on the patio, just sitting there.
Is it connected?
Is it? Is it mounted properly?
Here's the house. You can flip through it. There's like only a few. Don't go too far. Might see something you don't want.
Wow, the 4 or 5 cars in the front yard helped sell it too.
Yeah, there's that. That's the landscaping.
Landscaping?
So I guess go 3/4.
Mhm.
So there's a roof.
Yeah. Looks like quite
You can't do
good
that?
land.
So you want to find like
4 more
fixer
properties.
comps, right?
4 more popped up.
200 or so are the lowest.
275. This one's like a flip right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
that's
is-
still on the market.
So maybe this is no. This one is a flip. It's sold.
Sold.
So this is what could this property be, right?
Mhm.
So like, would this be like the top value?
That's Berender's house.
Renders.
Yeah.
So here's one. This one sold for 200, and this was a short sale. This is the one we looked at already.
Yep.
And that was as is, and that was same size, same everything. But that was the one we can't use because it's gonna be past 2 months. So this one we already looked at. It was 260. But it looked clean. This one 248, and this one's really clean. That one just sold.
I think 199 is a little too low.
But if we come in with $4,000 in paint, I mean,
So usually for short sales, they send an appraiser out there or BPO guy. So what we do, we go there. We don't leave a combo, so we're super, so they can go anytime. They need to call us and schedule it. We print the best cones that we have. We go with the foundation bid, paint, bathrooms, updates, like a bit detailing all the costs that will take for that property to compare to like the moving rating
Other
for it at
properties.
home.
Okay.
You just hand those comps to the PPO agent.
It'll help him.
It'll help him and help us.
Help him. So it seems like more work we need some bids before we can.
This one sold right away.
Wow.
Sold for listed for $249. It's
Still
pending
price.
in 9 days.
Recent rehab,
Flipper.
granite, new carpet.
I don't like that rock.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody did a good vacuum job.
Looks like a flip.
Perfect triangles.
I love it when I vacuum it.
So I guess it just depends on where the bids come in at of where we price that one. So we'll just get a bid for all the work needed, get a foundation guy out there, and see what those numbers look like, and then that's when we come up with the list price, and then that's when we put it on the market.
The work begins.
But
Is my
if
bag
it
open
was
yet?
in good condition like the other homes, what would you go? What would you base it off of?
248.
40.
240. Maybe it had some better tile or something. Maybe 249. Newer roof. But just painting it and freshening up the place and getting rid of all those cars and stuff.
How do you stop the recording?